Hello and welcome to the Bros to Learn channel, where we help you make the right decision in the right direction of tech. So if you are new to tech, or perhaps you have a background in legal, accounting, finance, healthcare, management, HR, you are just looking at how you can go into tech. And all of a sudden now, AI has taken over the space. So you wonder, what should I even do, right? Exactly. That's why we are here. We want to see how you can transition successfully from non-tech background into AI. And of course, I've heard a lot of people that will tell me, I want to go into AI. What you're telling me, in essence, as a tech career consultant, what I'm hearing from you when you say you want to go into AI is that you want to jump from your background that you're coming from, and then you want to jump AIT, and then you want to go to AI. Can you see that? You want to just jump the foundational things of AI and go deep or straight into AI. Now, the question is it possible to jump information technology and jump into AI? Yes, it is possible. In fact, that is very possible. But there are some certain challenges in between the lines. Because of the lack of that foundation, it might affect your choices, either technical roles in AI or non-technical roles in AI. Now, just to backtrack a little bit, you know that in the beginning, we were all using our parents, generation have changed now. Our parents were using typewriter to typeset. But now we use keyboard. We even use touchpad. So there's a lot of evolution that have taken place. Now, between that past and now, the evolution goes from computer engineering, software development, mobile development. We saw the rise of applications. We saw social media. We saw cloud computing. In fact, cloud computing and automation even make everything so seamless. Makes the IT industry becomes more innovative. So cloud computing, data science, data analytics, all these things make the world go round in the area of IT. Now, one difference I want you to pay attention to is that when you're looking at IT, you are talking about garbage in, garbage out, based on programming languages. In other words, it's based on you write a code or you write a program, and then with this program, you are able to tell the computer to do some certain things. But hey, here's the difference between IT and AI. AI, even though the foundation of AI is IT, right? But AI is reliant on machine learning. AI is reliant on deep learning. AI is reliant on you showing the computer some set of pictures or some set of data. So if I show a computer a cart right now, and I said this is a cart, then the AI will learn through machine learning or through deep learning. We call it neural network, basically. So I'm going to show you an example of what this is. So I'm talking about, let's say, neural network, so that you can have an idea of what it is. So let's go to images. So you can see an example of neural network. Can you see it? So this is not garbage in, garbage out. This is not about you are writing a code or programming languages to tell the computer what to do. No, you are teaching the computer what it should know directly through this network. Now, each of these layers that you are looking at in a neural network, they all perform different functions. This layer will receive, this layer will process, will anticipate, or we talk to the first layer and understand what is bringing in, and then pass to the second layer for more higher computational reasoning capacity, and also pass to the other layer, and so on. Now, there are different kinds of neural network. RNN, CNN, LSTM, but I just want to have an idea of the difference between information technology and AI, which is predominantly run using machine learning. So now I will now face a situation where, do you want to go into the technical part of AI, or you want to go into the non-technical part of AI? Now, looking at this now, you will see that there are different roles in AI. Of course, we are not even talking about roles in tech. In tech, we talk about technical roles, which are ranging from data scientist, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, solution architect, etc., cyber security analyst, all these kind of things. These are roles in tech. Let's talk about non-technical roles, such as social media marketer, inside sales representative, customer service representative. All these kind of roles, they are non-tech areas or non-technical part of IT. So, but in AI, it's a little bit different in the sense that you have both technical roles, and non-technical roles. Now, there is still an hybrid role. Maybe you don't want to go too deep into it. You don't want to go deep into the technical part of AI. You just want to upgrade your services, maybe as an accountant or as an engineer. or as an HR person, you just want to find how you can automate your workflow to make your services more productive, more of quality, and also effective, then you want to see how you can integrate. So that may require you to include some technical knowledge somehow. And we're going to talk about that. In our next video, we're going to be doing an AI workflow automations role. This very role is essential because in many of the organizations where you are expected to upgrade your service, they expect you to identify part of your job that you can automate, such that it will reduce time you spend and at the same time give you more quality and effective result. So we're going to do an example of an AI workflow automation. That's what they are going to expect from you. However, you can deploy or improve your services in very many ways because AI can help you to predict, AI can help you to classify, AI can help you to transform document, AI can help you to analyze, can help you to gain intelligent insights from data or etc. and so on. So basically, you must be able to pinpoint areas where AI can be useful for you to be able to solve more problems. So that is that. But that's just an hybrid. You don't want to go too deep. At the same time, you don't also stay on the non-technical side. So let us go a little bit. So let's assume you want to go into the technical part of AI, really. There are certain things you must learn. There are certain things you will have to learn. And this is just the breakdown. You can see how we divided the AI into the very main sub-headings, like subtopics behind it. The machine learning, the natural language processing, computer vision, speech recognition, expert systems. Telling you that it's not just only about machine learning. It's not just only about natural language processing. In fact, the latest technologies of nowadays combine machine learning, natural language processing with computer vision, or possibly combine the all 3 or 5 systems together, depending on the problem you want to solve. And I need to say that this time around, it's not an era. The era we are in, or the era we are going into now, is not an era for you to be learning because you want to get a job, or for you to be learning because you are looking for a job. You should be learning because you want to solve a problem. So that is the kind of thing you want to train yourself for. You want to build yourself in that direction. So it's not just be that you are looking for a job. If you get a job, that's excellent. That's interesting. But you want to ensure that you are training yourself up so that you can actually be able to solve 1 or 2 problems that could turn out to be financially useful to you. So now, having said that, you can see the different areas: deep learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning under machine learning. Then you can see the natural language processing. You can see each of them in. So by the time you're going to be learning, we're going to go into a curriculum right now just to make you see the detail, because some organizations will not teach you all these things. They will not teach you all these things depending on what you're going for. If you want to be an AI researcher, if you want to be an AI engineer or something, many of the solutions is a combination of, like LLM, for instance, it's a combination of deep learning with natural language processing. A combination of deep learning with natural language processing. So you get a model, maybe an empty model, then you train the model with some textbooks and a lot of text all about the world, maybe textbooks, even blogs and etc. All forms of letters and writings. I haven't trained an empty model with this. Now the memory is loaded and then trained. Then you can from there fine-tune it to do a particular set of tasks or a particular kind of natural language processing tasks. And that can just be, or you fine-tune it to just contain only maybe health-related information. It all depends on what you want to use the model to do. So you can see it's not a one-man show. Definitely a lot of teams and developers and researchers may be involved in the interloop. But what you want to ensure is to understand how it works, what role you can play along the value chain. So that's exactly it. And that's why when you have a solution or a problem that you know you can solve, it gives you an idea of where you can start. That's why we always recommend that you come for a tech career consultation with us. In the tech career consultation, we'll be able to look at, hey, do you want to go technical, or you want to just stay on the hybrid, or you just want to stay on the non-tech, or precisely, do you want to, can you even cope with the direction you want to go, with how deep you want to go into tech? Or do you want to be an AI researcher? Or you want to be an AI engineer or something? These are questions we're going to ask. These are things we're going to find out how this is best suit you. And also the project or solution you want to deploy will be able to give you some step-by-step guide on how you can begin to prepare yourself in advance for such things. So let us go into the curriculum. So now you realize that depending on whatever you want to do, data science all of a sudden is now relevant. DevOps is now relevant. AI machine learning course, they are not relevant. In fact, any field you are coming from, your experience in that field is also relevant. Your experience in those fields are relevant because you can't throw away your experience. AI is best used by someone who has experience in a particular domain or in a particular environment. And in that environment, you cannot say, hey, I want to upgrade my services with the use of AI. And that will help you to become more effective. Now, but if you want to go technical really, or you want to solve a problem in your domain and want to use AI or a long-lasting solution, then you need to dive deep into the technical part. And in the technical part, I'm going to introduce you to machine learning, intermediate machine learning techniques. You can see cross-validation, dimensionality reduction, and several methods. There are a lot of techniques you need to learn. There are a lot of techniques that you need to learn, depending on your situation or depending on the problem you're trying to solve. You can't know all of them in one day, but at least you're going to start from there. Then you can see reinforcement learning again. You can see recommendation systems, anomaly detection. Now, there are different industries that they have not even broken through at all. They have not broken through. For instance, in cybersecurity space, there is a breakthrough of how you can use the machine learning to detect an anomaly in a network. Yeah. And very few organizations, of you can have cybersecurity analysts, they will tell you, some of them have said to me that they've not seen that in place. You've not seen that in actively used. But I know of organizations that have produced that. So what I'm trying to say is, you in your domain or your environment, you might want to break through with this. But don't forget, it's not a one-man show and it's not an overnight job. But what you can do for yourself is to get into the reality of learning and understanding mistakes and precise. So that you can see natural language processing, computer vision, generative AI. I know some people, they want to go for, maybe you want to go and pay for a bootcamp right now, or you want to go and pay for a master's degree in artificial intelligence. You need to be sure that these courses are covered in that very curriculum. It's very important. If it's not covered, they are missing something out. So when they are missing something out, you are not going to learn all around. That's just what it means. So then practically you'll be able to deploy. I'll be able to deploy. You may want to deploy into cloud. You may want to deploy into mobile phones. You may want to deploy into web. Maybe you want to use as a web application, a generative web application, or a generative mobile application, or you want to deploy into a firmware. A firmware is something like it's not a phone, but something that can be handheld. It could be just like an ATM machine, for instance. It's a standalone computer that is operating and dispensing money. It could be anything standing alone, but definitely is functioning for one purpose. So that's just like a firmware. So it could be anything in terms of deployment. So you must be able to learn and know how to deploy. And precisely, there's another way you can also learn, in the sense that if you don't want to go deep into the technical part of things, you can use auto machine learning. That means you can actually go on a low code kind of method, such that you can deploy things without having to touch on code. Because precisely in this curriculum, nobody's going to train you on Python. Look at it now. No, there's no Python here. Introduction to machine learning, they assume that you've known Python, and that's exactly why they're starting from introduction to machine learning. You can see supervised learning, unsupervised learning, regression, classification. They are going straight up into the techniques that will take you far into the AI learning courses. So they're not going to train you on Python. They're not going to teach you because they assume that you have learned. Even if you are going to university, you want to go and do masters in artificial intelligence, they assume that you have known Python. It's an assumption. However, what we do at Bros to Learn is that we also provide you resources you can use to augment yourself. Sometimes there are free resources you can use to augment yourself in the area of Python particularly for AI. Because the problem is, Python itself is a big meat. You can use Python for software development. You can use Python as a data scientist. You can also learn Python as a data analyst. It's like a big man. So whatever you caught is particularly for your role. So in this case, for AI development, for AI deployment, for AI productization, so you need to be able to use Python. So that is exactly what we are also going to help you with when you book a call with us. Next thing we want to do is, let us go into the job boards. Let us see what the jobs are saying. And so let's start with this. Now, what I always like to do is to use this website. I like the way this website always render all the AI jobs, all over the place, all over the world. You know, to see what's going on right on the spot as they go. Now, look at it here. What have I done? I've only put up AI, right, in my search query. So I put AI right here. And then what I'm seeing here is showing me 2,127 machine jobs in India. Can you see right now? If you compare the job, of course, this does not speak or speak everything about that country or what is going on all over the world, but this at least tells me that the India country is going ahead of UK or even Europe in general. The truth of the matter is that if you go to a website like LinkedIn or you go to other website, maybe Indeed or something, you will understand that there are lesser jobs in the European environment concerning AI. So I'm saying this because wherever you are in the world right now, first of all, you can work remotely. Secondly, you don't necessarily, if you need to relocate or you want to move anywhere, that's part of what we consider at the tech career road. To be sure, if where you're going to is open and advanced in the area you're looking at. And even if it's not like that, in as much as you can get a remote job, you are good to go. So what I'm trying to say is there are more jobs in India, and you can go to LinkedIn and verify this. Compare Indian jobs to UK jobs, you see that the vast volume of AI jobs is different and very, it's not uncomparable. Basically, I haven't covered this. I believe this is helpful. And if you want more clarity and you want steps that you can follow to get started to learn, or you want to particularly have a tailored approach to solutions that you have in mind, please don't waste the time. Just book a call with us at brostollearn.com/booking. We are willing to help you right away. And if you are new, if you have not subscribed to our channel for more tips and career growth tips and also actionable direction you need to find, please subscribe to our channel so that you can be receiving updates concerning what is happening around the world in terms of job economics. See you soon. Bye.